Uh, test, mic check. Netgear, you there, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, it started, so I guess we'll intro it here. I know people are kind of trickling in. Uh, hello everyone. We are back for more, despite popular demand to not. Uh, we are back, and we are here with a vengeance.
Yeah, it's fucking Pride Month, and you guys can't fucking stop us.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop us. We're here. We're queer. Get over it. You know, just deal with it, guys. It's cold there. It is winter in Australia, Kitty. How you doing? Was you talking about the Reddit I posted, or you seen it on his channel? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means, but
No, I was talking to Z Specs,
no, I
and
see
I
that you're
saw
talking
him.
to him.
Yeah, it's because I saw him like fucking laying into Damian in the YouTube comments, and Damian was replying back, and it was funny because and it's like not even really laying into him. It was just like telling him the fucking truth, like dude, you don't. We're never gonna see the Z. He said some shit like that, and then
Was
Damian came in
was
all butthurt.
was that the guy who caused the like super long Damian rant in the YouTube comments?
I
Z-Spec, was that you? Was
No,
that someone else?
no. That was someone else because that was yesterday. This was like a couple days ago that I saw
Oh,
Z
okay.
Specs.
Dude, that Damian rant was a fucking riot
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's a sinking ship, man. Like
I mean, like,
he's a turd circling the fucking toilet, and you know it's gonna go down.
and you know, like, I understand like why he wants to, do the things he wants to do, blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, you have a dying channel that gets way fewer views than it should for like the sub count that it has, and
Yeah,
we're not saying you can't, do dirt biking shit or whatever, but it's just like, I mean, Rudnick's fucking video was 40 times more entertaining, and it was garbage.
he's and
It was a
Damian,
bad Rudnick video. I'm gonna say that. The last one he uploaded,
but it
like
was
it was
better
just
than, but
it
it was
was
better
better
than
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 anything
great
Damian's
Damian.
done. Like it was a bad video, but it was still entertaining because it was him, you know? But Damian just doesn't, I guess he just doesn't have that, you know? He just
And his whole thing is like pretending that it doesn't bother him and pretending he doesn't care. Like, oh well, I'm actually not even a YouTuber. I just do this for fun. And if you guys don't like it, then just don't watch. And then,
So if he does,
please,
but if
please
he's
like and
doing it just
subscribe.
for fun, how is he living?
He's not.
Like
That's
that's
the
not
that's my
true,
whole
right?
point. That's
Like
my
that's
whole
just not
point. Is like,
true
yeah, you're doing this as a
as a
to make a living
career.
right now. Yeah. Yeah, and you suck at it. You're bad. Just admit it. Just admit that you're bad at it.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say bad because he's made some decent stuff, but he's just like ignorant to everything. Like people are literally telling him like, "Look, we are here. We would like to watch this. Please do this type of stuff. We feel like it would be better for your channel." And
But he gets mad about it.
he's
Yeah.
just like, "Nah, I'm gonna do a video that's 14 minutes long and has 15 actual seconds of work in it."
Yeah.
And not to say you have to get work done every single video, because I mean, we all know, like, there's not always shit to do every single day, but it's just not entertaining. I don't know.
If Haggard
He has a very strong group of fans that feel very strongly about it, and I don't quite get it, but,
there's gonna be dick riders no matter what. No matter how bad Damien is, there's gonna be people who are like, oh, I have to watch him because I fucking sucked his dick before.
once a dick sucker, always a dick sucker.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, it's Pride Month, not Prude Month.
If Haggard Exposed hadn't fucking fallen off the fucking
Bailed.
face of the earth, I would have told him like to get because today's Damien video, he's like fixing the timing on the prelude, and he's like, oh well, actually, I didn't do it right. It's you're supposed to do it like this, like he's saying in the video. And I wanted to go back and find a YouTube comment of somebody telling him, hey, I feel like the timing is off on the prelude. It sounds weird. And then
Because
Damien
you know
said,
that comment's there.
yeah. And Damien replied saying, nope, timing is spot on.
And then that's him saying, nope, I messed
Yeah,
up.
and then like 2 weeks later, oh, actually, I'm fixing the timing now. And then another clip of him saying, "I don't act like I know everything." Where do you guys get that?
But he does. I
He
mean, like,
does. Yes, he
literally, like,
does
there are
completely.
people literally out there in the comments saying, this is fucked up. It should be like
Yeah.
this.
No, it's not. No, it's not. My way works fine.
I just,
2 weeks later, he's having to fix it, and then he doesn't address it. Pretends it never happened.
I mean, like, it's such, like, a dumb little thing, and, like, I know we're digging into it because we're just gigantic assholes who have a podcast for no reason about just shitting on people. But, I mean, it's one thing to be confident in your work. It's another to be a cocky asshole about it when you clearly don't actually know that much.
Yeah.
Like, how many drift events has
And
he
that's
taken this
okay.
Z2?
1, 2, I think.
2, and he's owned it how many years?
It's been
Almost 2 years now.
I want to say the engine swap is over a year in the making.
I think it's over a year and a half. I think it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And regardless, I understand engine swaps take time to perfect. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, like, when it's your full-time job and you act like you're so great at it and you act like you know so much about it, maybe you should actually, like, know a lot about it and be good about it. There's nothing wrong at being shit.
There's nothing wrong. Like, I'm
garbage.
sure.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking fix my Jetta. Every time I go to work on it, something else breaks, and I'm not even touching it. It just breaks. Like, it's fine to be shit.
That's because of the letters that are on the grill.
Yeah, it says, fuck. He got me. He fucking got me. Yeah, I mean, that's like the thing I don't get about Damian is, like, I'm sure Damian is a normal, perfectly fine person, and, you know, I'm sure he has skills and assets and whatever and things like that, but
I wouldn't go that far.
whatever. I don't feel like to watch an automotive YouTuber they have to be, like, really good at it, you know? I really don't think that. And it just seems like he's just he has an ego that he can't really support, I feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've said this before. Imagine how
Now
good
his-
at drifting he could be if he just thrown another VQ in there. I mean,
Yeah, and got
He
seat time.
should've.
Callie has more seat time this season than Damian. And
I-
also
I-
Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's mom has more
yeah,
seat time.
Jimmy's mom too. I just sincerely don't get it. Like, I can understand wanting to do, you know, a 5.3 whatever kind of swap into a Z. I can understand it, especially if you had plans on eventually, like, oh, eventually I'm going to put a real LS in it and make a shitload of power and it's going to be sick, you know, because you could do that. But it just sort of feels like he does stuff to do it, and there's not really, like, a plan or a reason, but he defends it like it's the best idea ever.
We were talking about it in the Discord that there's saying that it's the he has a Connecticut flex syndrome, I think is what we were calling it.
Oh,
Where
CFS?
like he just has to flex because for some reason he thinks that that's what you're supposed to do. And because that's how I feel. Dame, like everything he does, it's because he thinks that that's what you're supposed to do. You know, he's like, oh, I need to get a drift car because that's what everyone does. That's what you're supposed to do. I need a this car. I need that car. But he's really doing it for nothing, no reason at all, and
Well,
he's just wasting money.
I think conversely, though, you look at when he got it's a Prelude, right? I keep forgetting it's a Prelude
Yeah.
and Integra. When he got that Prelude and he first started working on it, I mean, he seemed really into it. He seemed like he was having a better time. He seemed like he was enjoying working on it and making better videos too. And
Because
then,
he thought, oh wow, look, this I'm finally gonna have a car that's gonna work.
well, I think
then it
he
turned the same
truly,
thing.
like, I think that Prelude was just kind of more in his skill set, and it was something
Yeah.
that he actually could enjoy and make good videos
And
about.
maybe possibly finish.
Yeah, and
Because I don't think the Z is ever going to get finished. The Prelude might get finished, might run like shit. I don't know. We'll see. But I think
the
that
Prelude
will
will
at
run
least
fine.
get running.
I think the Prelude
The
will run fine.
Z, he's claiming he's going to do a drift event in July, I fucking doubt that.
He said people in the comments aren't as experienced in him, aren't as experienced as
In the
him. In
in the same as him, that's trying to help him. Yeah, it's like if you put anything, he just like won't listen to you because he's like,
But
oh, you know what you're talking
but
about.
the
You're
thing
just a
is
fucking
that like
name.
I know for a fact that actual full-time mechanics have and do comment on his videos. He knows more than them. He has more experience than them. Because I wouldn't trust Damian to change my wheels because it takes him all day.
Yeah,
Like I just wouldn't, you know. I like honestly, Damian. Like I'd love to just sit down and like tell you ways that you could actually make your channel good because I I don't know. I know a lot of people here want to see Damian fail. I personally don't really care if he fails or not, but
I'd like to see him fail.
I know a lot of people
But
want to see him fail.
but if he would come on the podcast, I guarantee, and like with and not be like a fucking, oh, I'm too good for you. I know I'm right, little bitch. We could turn this channel around. Guarantee it.
No, totally. I mean, I personally speaking, I'll just say this, and this is in the whole general automotive YouTuber world. I'm honestly starting to get sick of like flexing. Not to say like it's not funny, and you know Adam doesn't do some funny meme flexes, whatever, and you know Adam Money Rudnick, whatever those jokes. But like I feel like we're at the point now where a lot of these bigger YouTubers that we watch, they're working on a car that's not personally attainable to anybody that watches, in a shop that's not personally attainable to anybody that watches, and I don't know, like there's just that disconnect for me. I just don't.
Yeah, it's not relatable content.
Like I'm just getting. I'm not saying I don't like that content because I love, you know, crazy overbuilt cars, cool projects, stuff like that. I mean, one of my favorite cars is the Bugatti Veyron, and I'll never own one ever. Like that's just a fact of life. So it's not that it's unattainable. That's pushing me away, but it's just like I'm just getting sick of seeing flexes over and over and over again. Like I'd like to see some more reasonable, down to earth content. And guess what, Damian? That's what you could be doing.
Yeah,
like
he that could be his niche.
I mean, that's literally what Chris Fix does. Chris Fix releases what, one video a month, and he makes more money than Rudnick.
Yeah, and what he has a Del Sol. He has that fucking Mazda Ranger.
Yeah, the B2000 or 2200, whatever it is.
He just got like, this is gonna be like, I guess the year of the flex for Chris Fix too, though, because he just got a fucking H1.
Oh yeah, he did, and then he has that Mustang. But I mean, regardless, all of the work that he's done has been in a fucking driveway. Like
yeah, in his mom's driveway.
In his mom's driveway, and you know the tools that he takes out and uses are all reasonably attainable tools. I mean, you could go to Harbor Freight and buy the shitty version if you wanted, and they'll probably be fine. Like people like that because it's relatable and enjoyable, and you feel like you can do it. You know. The reason that people watch all of these other, and really it's not that they're automotive vloggers, it's really that they're lifestyle vloggers, it's honestly, to me, it's children who just want to think of how cool that life is and just want to live vicariously through it.
Yeah, and that's why flexing is so big too, because
and that's why it's so big. Yeah,
like younger kids will think like, oh yeah, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be able to flex
huge
like
audience.
that.
I mean, look at like fucking the Paul brothers. You know, like they're literal sacks of shit. You know, like they're
garbage of fucking.
They're garbage humans, and they make terrible videos. Like they're literal sacks of shit. Like I'll say that to both of your fucking faces, by the way. And and they love it. I mean, well, how many fucking views do they get? They like release garbage and get 40 million views on a video or something.
Yeah, like kids are so stupid. Why do they watch that shit?
But I get why people aim for that. I don't think that, like, you know, Adam and Rudnick and Tommy and whatever, like, I don't think that a lot of automotive YouTubers are doing that to try and get that young audience. I think they're just doing whatever they can and want. Because, you know, as their channels grow, they get more money and more opportunities. But yeah, I just, Damian has that opportunity to be that relatable, normal guy, and he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. He fucks it up. He ruins it.
And I quite frankly, like, I feel like we've given a lot of really good advice. I feel like we've had our times of being civil, and even then, it just gets shit on over and over again. So,
Mhm.
if your channel,
help.
I mean, if your channel dies, I really won't like lose sleep at night. I
No, it'll be
sincerely
funny.
won't.
I'll like it. He's losing 9 subs a day for the past 30 days. That's his average. It's negative
No,
9
that's
subs.
no YouTube channel should lose subs. Like it losing subs, like you have to go out of your way to unsubscribe. Granted, I'm sure a number of that is like bots and inactive accounts being
Yeah.
removed. But that also means that literally nobody's subscribing to him.
Yeah.
So the only people that are watching his videos are the people who watch his videos every single time. It's the same group of people that are watching his videos. The same. What is he getting? Like
And even then,
8,000 views.
he's slowly gonna lose even the fucking diehards because they're like, this guy doesn't do shit. He's a fucking loser townie. Like, why am I watching this?
To do what you're suggesting, Damian would need a personality transplant. I don't think he needs a good personality. People clearly somehow enjoy his personality, so I feel like just making it more relatable and making it less about I'm a big badass YouTuber with cool cars and blah blah blah. Like, it just seems like a
none of your
no-brainer.
cars are cool, Damian.
No, they aren't. I mean, I sincerely wouldn't own any of them.
I think if I had to take one, I'd probably take the van.
I wouldn't after all the mods he did to it, honestly. If it was before he touched it,
if you had to take one.
If I had to take one? All right.
Yeah.
So he has the van.
And what do you put in the chat, guys? Put in the chat too.
Yeah,
let's hear. If you had to take one of Damian's cars, which one would you take?
So he has the van, he has the 3 Leaky Z, the Prelude,
And the 3-cylinder Subaru.
the Subaru, and he doesn't own anything else, I guess. Not
That's
right.
it.
Fuck.
Callie's bike. Oh, dang. I didn't think about that. I guess I would.
Shit.
Maybe Callie's.
I'll just take the seat.
Bikes don't count. The bikes don't count. It has to be a car.
I'll just take the seat.
The seats.
I don't know. I guess the van. Like the van is like the most.
It's I mean, best as loose as I can use the term. It's his best car.
But at the same time, like this is a hard question, right? At the same time, like ask that question about Adam. Like that's a hard question for a different reason.
Yeah.
I'd take the GT3 RS.
Oh yeah, that's what I would take too.
GT3 RS.
Porsche.
I mean, that's honestly the absolute dream car. So he hasn't dicked with the engine. Yeah, I mean, the Prelude's probably the next one, but like after what he's done to it, I don't.
Yeah.
Want it. Like we're talking in its current state.
Yeah, it's like a halfway done swap that you don't know what he did, and you have to go and unfuck it.
Like,
it's not running right.
Like,
it's not running right now.
Yeah, like you guys, I'm sure a number of you have, bought a car on Craigslist or whatever, and the first however many months you own it, you're just unfucking what the last person did.
Oh yeah, trying to figure it out.
Actually, the 350Z, pull the engine and VQ swap it. He removed all the wiring.
Yeah,
the harness is gone. That
car is trash.
It's total.
It's nothing.
It's totaled.
It
literally,
not worth the effort.
literally, it's just a better. Go buy a 350Z that works for $3,500.
Yeah, because
if
you got Damian's car and tried to take it back to stock, you'd probably spend more money than if you just bought a 350Z.
Not him says whichever car is worth the most in parts. You can't sell it. Can't sell it. You gotta enjoy it.
You have to keep it for a year.
Yeah, can't sell it. I mean, it's the van. And like the Prelude, I could see people saying the Prelude.
And I can see that. That's probably the only other one.
People are getting tired of him working on the same 2 cars. I mean, that's because daily uploads are literally the worst thing in the universe.
And he's
there's
made
not
no
enough
progress.
content for him. There just
he's
isn't.
made no progress.
Let's jump off of Damian because I want to talk about a YouTuber that really kind of has been working on like the same two cars, but is actually a lot more enjoyable, and that's Rudnick. I mean, yeah, he has more cars, but he's been like working on like two of them. But his videos are just way more fucking enjoyable. The whole Colorado trip was enjoyable. I mean, who are those two fucking guys or that other those guys that like gave him that transmission or whatever? Like those guys were awesome. Do they have a YouTube channel? I think they do. I thought they were funny. I'd take the Z and 5.3 junkyard stock ECU swap, but it'd be work still. Yeah, I mean it'd be a lot of work. We're not sick of him working on the same cars.
And it'd never be street legal.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Is like probably nothing he owns would ever be street legal. There's literally nothing enjoyable. The van's the only one. Yeah, I don't think it's that he's working on two cars that people are getting sick of. I think it's the fact that he's getting nothing done, and the two cars he's working on are just people are bored of it now. I mean, like now at this point, like I don't really care when Rudnick uploads videos working on the E36 because I've seen it a billion times. I've seen it be broken, blah blah blah. Like I'm bored of it, I'll say. And that's how people feel about Damian's videos, because he's literally like, oh yeah, you know, I got this 350Z, it runs like shit. I'm going to do a few things.
Let me turn it on and rev it.
I'm going to do a few things and it still runs like shit. All right, that's the video. Next video, I'm going to change wheels.
He's never, I don't think it'll ever run because of the accessory belt. He was trying to be like, oh, I'm going to move the tensioner over here and run the belt like this. And he had like the fucking water pump going backwards. And I was like, oh, fuck. But then people started telling him like, dude, the water pump's fucking backwards.
Oh, Denver Beer and Oil are the other guys.
I don't think he ever said anything about it. Like, I don't know if he ever acknowledged it. But I think he kind of realized it. That's why he was saying, oh, I'm actually going to do something else. I'm gonna run the tensioner in the normal location, so I'm gonna have to figure something out.
I just find it.
And he's never gonna finish it.
I just find it so funny how when Rudnick, who has more experience and is better working on cars than Damian, factually, when he does something stupid and someone points it out in the comments and says, "Oh, this is wrong," blah blah blah. 90-something% of the time, the next video he says, "Oh, you guys told me this was wrong." Like he doesn't hide anything.
Yeah,
like he's
exactly. And he'll say like, "Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I thought it was like this.
I thought it'd be like it was, but it won't."
Yeah, I really thought it'd be like this. It don't.
It don't. Yeah, honestly with Damian, I think the Prelude has some kind of chance, especially if Professor Oaks works on it.
Yeah, if Jim.
I just have a feeling. I
want Jimmy to fucking be like, dude, what the fuck when he gets it though.
I have a feeling he's gonna. It'll get there, and I almost bet this won't even be in Jimmy's video. I half feel like he's gonna get there, and there's just gonna be so much shit to fix while it's there. And I mean that's like literally rule number 1 of going to the dyno is don't have shit that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, you have that motherfucker buttoned up.
Yeah. Does he still have the Subi's transplant engine? Dude, that fucking idea is gone. Like,
yeah,
never happening.
Yeah, he's never gonna fucking do it. He still has it though.
Damian can't afford Jimmy. Real talk. Probably not. I don't know how he's staying afloat at this point. If I'm fully honest, I don't know.
Yeah, like he can't be making very much. His views are like under 10,000. Video.
So I don't.
He clickbaits Cali. That's the only way he can get a boost.
So like I don't know who here remembers the post I made about how he was almost definitely evading taxes and not paying his taxes, which came out as true. I was right. All the numbers and estimates I used then, like his views and his income was a lot better. It's only worse since then.
Yeah.
So.
It's because he was getting over 20,000 back then, I think. Over 20,000 a video.
He was holding on. Like he wasn't, maybe he plateaued, but he wasn't going down. Cali clickbait.
Yeah, the Cali clickbait, it did work because it was like, it was like 6,000, 13,000 the one with fucking Cali. Somebody in the Discord put that fucking picture,
Callie, you better
and
be
then like,
reading this.
and then the next one is like 6,000. I think like 2,000. I think one of them was.
Let's
That's
see.
Damian's own fault.
I'm looking at his channel right now. Oof. He's like almost. He's in 98,000 now. His video from yesterday, which has Callie in the title and thumbnail, has 4.6 thousand views. His video from 2 days ago, which was unedited raw enduro, he only did it for 13 minutes apparently. 2.9 thousand views. Head to head with a pro, 6.4 thousand views. The only one that got good views, the only ones out of all of these I'm looking at with good views is Callie Rips, the KX100, and the thumbnail is, her trying to look kind of like a hussy. And then 12,000 views, Callie's new dirt bike, same kind of thing. Girlfriend tries to start my YZ250, same kind of thing. Like, I don't dislike Callie. I don't have an opinion on her. I honestly don't give a shit about her.
I don't know what she sees in him.
I don't either, but like I don't like.
Fuck.
I mean, like I'm not gonna say anything about Callie. Like I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah,
But like
I mean,
the fact
I feel like he has poor taste in men, I guess.
I just like the fact that that's those are the most viewed videos outside of Took the Prelude for a Spin, which is a build that has been going on forever that people finally want to see something happen to for once. Like the only video, like nothing gets views.
Screw 22 says that she's loyal as fuck. Most would have ran for the hills, and I don't know if it's loyalty or if it's because deep down Callie has the fucking thought gene where women like love internet attention and they'll do anything for it.
Do you think we can get Callie on the podcast?
No, I've asked her. She said no.
What was her reasoning? What if I asked her?
You could try. You could try to ask her.
What's her Instagram?
She was actually pretty nice. Like I talked back and forth a little bit with her. I wasn't rude or anything.
Holy shit, she has 9,300 followers. That fucking YouTube.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, baby. I feel like, oh, what if? Because girls like that attention, I don't know what it is about girls and like internet followers that they think, oh, I'm like fucking important now.
I just
don't. There's Brick. Brick's awake.
Yeah, Brick's up. Kitty's out. Marlon's here. Would she really be sucking Damian's D for internet attention though?
Dude, what about that fucking scooter kid?
What scooter kid?
The scooter kid on YouTube. He had like the fucking mega thought girlfriend.
Oh, you mean like Razor scooter, right?
Razor scooter, yes.
Tanner Fox,
yeah.
I hate that kid.
Yeah, like, do you think? I think Tanner Fox is weirder looking than Damian, and he had a way hotter girl. And
he had a lot more money.
Yeah.
I mean, he like actually had a lot more money. I also will go out on a limb here and say he has more personality than Damian too. And I don't like the guy. I don't know, Damian, man, like if you want to come, I mean, we don't even have to do a podcast. If you just want to come, sit down and talk to Netgear and I, and we'll just chat,
Yeah.
We can figure some things out. I really think you have what's the word I'm looking for?
Untapped potential.
Untapped potential. That was the word. I feel like he really does have untapped potential.
Yeah, he's leaving money on the table for sure.
Like, what's the saying? Like, if you can't be handsome, you better be handy. Like,
yeah.
Like, you don't have to be the best at at editing videos or the best at working on cars or the best at whatever, but like you can find something that works for you, and you haven't found that. Underwear, that was definitely it. Dickney, that was it. Tanner Fox got big pee-pee money. Looks like a herpy cover cock though. I don't know about that. Maybe, who knows? Tanner Fox does have serious money. I mean, he's like,
Yeah.
doesn't he have like Adam LZ money?
Yeah, he's like the Adam LZ of fucking scooters.
Fucking scooters. It's so, fucking scooters.
It's weird how much money there is in like stupid kid shit.
My biggest thing against scooters is they just have a really stupid fucking name.
Yeah, it sounds gay.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm really into scooters.
I scoot around.
Yeah, I like to go scooting,
Hey, Jimmy, can you ask your mom if we can go scoot?
Scoot gang. I don't know. Damian, like, he's something. You own a Nissan. Why? Why, Brick?
It's like fucking Ryan's new car.
Dude, you just, like, go into a cave or something? Like, what happened there? You covering your mic? What are you doing, man?
No, I don't know. I'm in a hotel, so my internet might be bad.
Oh, it was just shitting the fuck up right there.
Yeah, look, that looks exactly like Orion's car.
It does. It looks exactly the same. Oh, speaking of Japanese hunks of shit, and I want to segue this because I want to talk about some industry news that I have been consuming recently. And the biggest piece of industry news I heard is a rumor bubbling around that Mitsubishi may revive the Evo, and not not a crossover, like a legitimate,
probably electric.
So I think what the rumors were is that the Renault Megane or whatever, like the sporty one, it like has a pretty, from what I know, a pretty good like 1.8 liter engine, and Nissan and Renault and whatever, like they're in cahoots and stuff like that. And they actually like could just kind of rebadge that and change some shit and be like, oh look, we got an Evo now, hooray. But I don't know, that was the biggest rumor I heard. I personally think that any revival of the Evo will probably be shit, personally.
Yeah, especially if they're just rebadging a car.
Cause I mean, at this point, like the Evo STI rivalry thing, which, guys, it was always a rally thing. It was never a street thing.
Yeah.
Learn your history. It was never about on the street. With that rivalry sort of like dead and gone, and the STI being an aging hulk of garbage, like, why even make an Evo? I don't know.
I think you need to say an aging hulk of garbage that is still in production.
Yes.
And
Yes. They might give it 1 more horsepower or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I do think, though, that an Evo existing would be better, competition for that market specifically, because, you look at that. I don't know how to describe that market. The like, like the STI, the Evo, the Focus RS, the Golf R, like they're not all hyper hatches, because they're not all hatches, but you know what I mean. Like
you call them boy racers.
Boy racers, sure. The compact turbo sports car, I will say.
Boy racers.
Boy racers. And, with the Ford Focus RS was only a limited production thing. The Civic Type R was only a limited production thing. People aren't really cross-shopping Golf Rs and STIs because they're just kind of so different. The STI is just sitting there with no competition in that segment at all.
Yeah, there's nothing. The STI's only competition is the WRX.
Yeah, it really is only the WRX taking sales from themselves. Civic Type R is out of production. Yeah, I don't think they make them anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't.
I honestly, I don't know. I know there's still new ones.
Ooh, but now the Hyundai whatever Veloster N is out. Although I don't really consider that in the same echelon personally, but apparently
it's not going to do good.
For people say
I'm
for
sure,
the
I'm
value,
sure with the following.
People say for the
sure it's a good value
and the performance that you get out of it, it's basically like a cheaper Type R. That's what I'm told. But I'm also not going to buy a Veloster.
It's a Veloster.
I'm not buying a Veloster.
I look at it, and it's a Veloster. I look at the title, and the title says Veloster.
If they sold an i30N here, I'd probably like think about it. I wouldn't buy it. I would think about it. But Hyundai's biggest issue is that it's Hyundai. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Kia Stingers are everywhere. People love those things.
I haven't really seen a lot.
I see them pretty often. Okay, regardless, Evo coming back. Think it's happening or no?
You know, I don't know. I'd like to see it. I wouldn't mind.
I'd like to see it.
also-
I mean, more competition's always good.
I also read that Mitsubishi's moving their headquarters from California to Tennessee.
Ooh, Tennessee. Nice.
Yeah. Because California is so fucking stupid. And they make it so hard
baby.
they make it so hard for people to do business there, and they tax the ever living shit out of them. So yeah, Mitsubishi's jumping ship. They're moving headquarters. I think south of Nashville is what I read.
New Evo with 6-speed manual would be sick. I mean, my biggest question to you, though, is with the auto market being as it is right now, and there being so many really good value performance vehicles nowadays, like, would you really pick a Mitsubishi Evo over other offerings, even if they cost a bit more?
You can't make that decision though until
I mean, we don't know what it is, obviously.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I get that. It's just like, to me, I would hate to buy a Mitsubishi. Like, no offense to Mitsubishi. Like, I would just hate to buy a Mitsubishi for, I figure it would be in the mid to upper $30,000 range when there's like so much else that you can buy.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be hard for me to be like, yeah, I
To justify it,
you'd decided
you'd have
to
to be a
spend
fanboy.
Yeah, and you would, and that's who would buy it. But you'd still have to go like, yeah, I decided to spend $39,000 on a Mitsubishi. You have to tell that to people.
And also, Mitsubishi has a stigma of like
Well, it's not its old self.
that it's a dying company.
Yeah, it's
you know?
not its old self, and that's something that I think will definitely affect how people feel about it. And again, depends if it happens or not. If you asked me, however many years ago, if I would buy an Evo over something else, I mean, yeah, it'd be a lot closer of a question. Thinking of Mitsubishi as it is now, what other cars are in the price range? The upper 30s? Dude, there's so much fucking shit in that price range.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, that's like the peak price range. Like, that's like the good shit is like right around there. I mean, can't you get GT 350s in the 30s? You can get, I know people are getting like Scat Pack Challengers for cheap. You can get Golf Rs, you can get STIs, you can get, there's a lot of stuff that you can get in that price range.
There's a lot of stuff you can get in that price range.
A lot of performance, and different types of performance too. I mean, I listed, a Mustang and a Challenger. Like, those are for different folks, obviously. Are they in the 50s? All right, then I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. But you can get a V8. You can get a V8 Mustang in the 30s.
Yeah. Maybe not new, but
you're not
easily.
No,
used.
you can get them. You can get them new. You're not getting a GT 350. I believe that, but you can totally get a V8 Mustang, right? You Americans are so weird about your brands. It's why they always have to make spin-of luxury brands to convince you to buy the same car.
I mean, I wouldn't say always. I mean, maybe like 3 times.
Cloth Mustang GT is in the 30s. That's fuck yeah. Okay, it was the GT, not the GT 350 I was thinking of. My bad. I mean, I don't really like understand what that comment had to do with what we were saying, honestly.
I think he's talking about Hyundai because we're shitting on Hyundai.
Well,
But
I mean,
that's not the case though, because no one's buying Genesis.
yeah, Genesis are garbage. I also would never buy an Infiniti. I'd buy a Lexus because
I'd buy an Infiniti.
I'd buy a Lexus because they're honestly better than Toyotas. I probably wouldn't buy an Acura.
I wouldn't buy an Acura. Only an NSX. Only an old NSX.
I wouldn't buy a Lincoln or a Mercury. I wouldn't buy a GMC. I wouldn't buy, like, I think almost all the luxury brands I wouldn't buy. If they do bring it back, the Evo, most likely going to make it automatic. Yeah, it probably would be.
Yeah, because even the Evo 10 was like heavy on the automatic, wasn't it?
You were saying you wouldn't spend the money on a Mitsubishi. Well, that's because of what Mitsubishi is in the States right now.
Yeah.
The state of Mitsubishi in our country is garbage, okay? I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it because it says Mitsubishi on it. It's just like really hard to justify that amount of money on something with a very negative connotation when there are a lot of really good alternatives that don't have that connotation for the same price.
And something that like might pull out of the American market.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if Mitsubishi will be here in 5 years. Evo X dual clutch was dog shit. Yeah, because dual clutches, you can't like ride them. You can't crawl. But people buy Honda or Toyota based on the brand name. They buy them because they're like good and reliable.
But then like how are you if you buy something on the brand, like what's the point of even having a brand? Like
yeah, like just
go
call
and
it
say,
car.
Just give me a car.
I'm buying the car sedan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what'd you buy? Oh, I bought the car coupe. Oh, nice and sporty. Yeah, I really love it. The car coupe. Like, what is this fucking? Oh God, THX.
It's like, yeah, it's like, I read that. I don't know where I saw
Camry.
it.
I'd buy a Camry. The new Camry's fucking sick. Honda Civic. The new Civic's pretty good too. I probably wouldn't buy a Civic because I'm a Volkswagen fuckwad, but I'd buy a Fit. I'd buy a Honda Fit for sure. I'd buy a
Honda
Camry.
Fits are cool.
Honda Fit, Toyota Camry. I'd probably buy a Golf because I'm a Volkswagen loser if I'm going compact, but Civics are fine too.
I think the U.S. spec, the U.S.'s first Honda Fit was like an awesome car.
Yeah, those were cool. No,
like even to this day, I think they still look good and they're cool.
Every once in a while, I see one that's like done up, and done up, like how you'll see Civics and shit.
Yeah, like they'll put a little drop in wheels or whatever.
Yeah, like not rice. I'm not talking rice. I'm talking like a little bit done up. And every time I see them, I'm just like, I'd probably own one. Get a Holden Maloo. Yeah, the guy who, by the way, I totally doubt it's legal. The guy who like converts them to left-hand drive and whatever, they're like $90,000. A Maloo's probably like hundreds of. There's a guy who converts Utes. You can buy them in the U.S. The website's called Left Hand Drive Utes or LHDUte.com. And they're like, you can get Holdens, you can get Fords, you can get a few different brands, but they're like $90,000 because he's literally buying a Pontiac GTO, whatever, he's buying the American car that was based on it, and then importing a Ute and then converting everything. And so I understand why they're that much money. I fully doubt that they're really legal. I mean, there are ones registered on the roads and stuff like that, but I mean...
But how much much
just got an illegal car, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're still, like, I'm gonna have to go on the website. They're, like, 90 grand plus.
It's like a super big gray area.
Yeah, no, totally. Let's see. Left-hand Utes. I mean, let's see. Notice the shop now button. How do I find how much this is? Oh, they're on fucking Facebook. I gotta go to his Facebook.
Oh, let me see that. Let me click that picture. 114. It's sick as fuck, though. How much are those in or Brick? How much are those in Australia?
Oh, is that the left-hand drive one, or is that the Australian one? No, that's the Australian price.
Yeah. No way. Is that Australian price, Brick?
Yeah. Well, they're like, they don't make them anymore, and they're like collectible now, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Aussies. But regardless, like, this guy's selling like kind of base model Utes for very, very exorbiant prices just because of what he has to do to make it semi-legit. But it's like, I don't know how much. Ford Falcon 5.0 Coyote manual 5-speed. Like, who wouldn't want that? Like, I would way rather have a lot of this shit than like an F-150. But I can't spend that money.
F-150s are gay. Trucks are gay.
I don't like trucks. I love Utes. but I don't.
Yeah, Utes are cool.
I like Utes.
Vans are cool.
Are you talking about Simone Gertz Truckla, whatever the fuck shit name they're calling it? I think it's cool that someone did it, but it doesn't make me like it any more or less.
Yeah, to me that's just like, oh,
Like
look
I'm
at me,
cool.
look at me. Like they did it specifically for the internet to look at it.
Oh, I just saw what Screw said. Someone dropped a K24 in a fit of that generation. It's wild. Yeah, it would be wild. I mean, it literally would be insane. Or that 1.5 turbo. The Model 3 truck is sick. I mean, it's like pretty cool, but
It's stupid. It's gay.
I just like don't. I just don't care. Like I don't care about
I don't
Teslas. I don't give a shit. Like, I have really no real opinion. Like Simone Gertz, is it Simona? I forget. Whatever her name is, she's fine. I just don't care about her car. End of story on that one.
You see Sarah Toon like got outed as like fucking trans.
She got outed?
Yeah.
By who?
Like some people were like,
Like
oh,
on her
actually,
channel?
it was like they found her old channel, which was documenting her journey from male to female.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and they were like, oh yeah, look, it's like she's fucking trans for real, or he's trans for like that's a dude.
So you're telling me bad people on the internet exist?
If you're calling trans people bad, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, like, I'm gonna be frank with you. Like, I don't give a shit what Sarah Intoon's, gender is.
I never watched her either. Like, I think that's a fucking dude, and it was kind of a fucking joke, but like, it's for real. Like, it's a fucking dude.
That was a great piece of conversation, man. Did you hit up the hotel bar a little early or something? Cause, oof. No, I'm just kidding. I had some other industry news I wanted to talk about. If you're okay with that, or if you have other stuff you want to talk about, we could do that too.
No, yeah, like.
Okay, so my next piece of industry news that I wanted to talk about, and it's mostly because a lot of people are like really excited about it, and I think it's honestly fucking hideous, are the wide body Challengers that are coming out, specifically the Hellcat, and which is going to be standard on the Hellcat in 2020 and optional on the Scat Pack. And when I heard the rumblings of a wide body Hellcat and a wide body Challenger, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That sounds fucking sick. Wide body's cool on everything. Like, it just is,
That's a slippery slope, though. And that's the reason why wide bodies are so gay at the same time.
But they literally...
Like, if I wide body it, it'll look sick.
They literally just, like... Ooh, my mic
They just
fell.
put fender flares. It looks
they just put fucking fender flares on
like
it.
Damian's fucking Outback.
Like, it just...
yeah.
Like, they could have made, like, actually, like, wider fenders and a cool side skirt and some arrowy looking bits and made it look bitchin'. Like, it would have been fucking sick.
If anybody wants to make a factory wide body, look at the 22B and take notes. Because that's how you do a fucking factory wide body.
Yeah. No, you're right. That really is. I really loved the and I know it's not like a production car. I don't know. You can't fucking get them. But the Audi TT RS, the Club Sport Turbo, because they just love to have really easy to understand names. The wide body that they did on that car was so extensive that they literally made the hood wider so that it was like would cover the top portion more, so that it looked more like a actual hood in a car that actually was made like that. Like, they put that thought and detail and attention into it, and then you just have fender flares.
Yeah.
like look at this shit. I'll post the picture.
Yeah, this looks sick. Almost looks like a fucking R8.
The TTRS?
Yeah.
No, it's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post that one for before and after, or a comparison, if you will. And then you look at the TTRS, and it's just like nasty. Like, look, the hood goes all the way to the outside of the car. Like, it extends all the way to that fender. No, the wide body Hellcat's garbage, dude. You're telling me that wide body is the same amount of thought and effort as the TT? They tacked.
Who the fuck thought Scat Pack was an appropriate name?
It's a bad name.
Back in the day, in the 60s,
Mopar has great names.
The Scat Pack was Mopar's, was a Dodge's muscle car lineup. It was called the Scat Pack. It was basically all Dodge muscle cars, and then I want to say Plymouth was called the Rapid Transit System, which I always thought was sick as fuck. Like, that's a cool ass name.
I mean, Mopar has been like crazy with their naming for a while. Like, I mean, they have like all their colors have crazy names. Like when they announced the wide body Hellcat, they announced like yeah, they're heavy bitches. But they announced a couple like 3 new colors, and like all of the names are just like fucking. One of them was like cinnamon something, but it was like sin, like SIN. And you know, like obviously they have plum crazy and all those other older colors.
Yeah, orange go mango.
Yeah, orange go mango, all those old ones.
Panther pink.
I personally really like the unofficial name of statutory grape, but that was never an official color. No, I understand Challengers are heavy bitches, but it's a muscle car. It literally doesn't fucking care except for power. And honestly, I gotta respect that. Like, it's the only muscle car that's left. A Camaro and a Mustang, they aren't muscle cars. Like, I will.
They never were muscle cars.
They were pony cars, I'll give you that. But they're sports cars now. They just are. They flat out are. They're not pony cars. They're not muscle cars. The Challenger, and you can maybe argue the Charger, are literally the last muscle cars.
Yeah, I'd say the Charger too.
I think I'd include the Charger.
Because the original muscle cars were all based.
They were.
Every single one was based on a sedan.
Oh yeah, that's what it started as. It was just let's take a regular family car and throw way more power
in it.
And that's why I dig the Challenger, because it just doesn't like care. Like, it's like a 19-year-old chassis, and they just throw fucking power at it, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Kudas
like,
cool.
Change the lights a little bit.
Yeah, like, it's like, whatever. Like, who fucking cares? Like, we're not going to worry.
Just fucking pause that motherfucker out. They'll buy it.
And honestly, you just got to respect that, I think. And it's blatantly Mopar. And I like that. And I don't really, like, care about Mopar at all. But they were based on coupes, sedans, inline 6, and V8. I mean, yeah, they were just based on regular family cars. They were regular cars that they just threw power at. They didn't care about brakes. They didn't care about handling. They didn't care about suspension. It was literally just. It was like if somebody just took in 2005, Toyota decided to take the Camry, and they're like, yeah, we're selling one with 500 horsepower now, and
it's all-wheel drive.
And it has base model, suspension, brakes, everything. Like, that's a muscle car. Like, it doesn't have to be American to be a muscle car. Like, there's a lot of, like, older British cars that I would consider muscle cars. A lot of Australian cars that are totally muscle cars. That's a muscle car. That's a 4-door. Fuck, what's that British muscle car that I cannot remember the name of? It's like a something.
Sunbeam?
No, it's like
Sunbeam
a something
Tiger?
Interceptor.
The V8 Interceptor?
What is the brand name? Would you say some BMW are muscle cars? I think they used to be in some ways, but in some ways,
touring car or sports car to me.
you know, BMW has been so focused on sportiness since like the E30. Jensen Interceptor, that was it. Brick, nice job. That's a muscle car.
Yeah.
It's not American.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about American or not. It's about what the car is. And Mustang ain't a muscle car. I'd tell that to anyone. Old Celica. The old Celica is sick because it looks like a Mustang. But that's not a muscle car. It just isn't.
What about a Lexus GS 300 with a 7.3 liter diesel? Is that a muscle car?
You know, I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm not gonna answer your question, but I do think diesels belong in muscle cars, and I'll leave it at that.
What? You're so dumb.
Dude, if you had like maybe not a 7 or whatever, if you had like a Power Stroke Mustang that just made 1,500 foot-pounds of torque and rolled coal everywhere, that'd be fucking sick. I don't care who you are, that's sick.
That's why everyone calls you Twigger.
Wow. I don't think anyone calls me that. Did you just assume the Celica's muscle gender? Like, look at that. That's fucking, look at the smoke. That's badass. Come on. No, I mean, I would personally, like, rather have a Cummins than, like, a Power Stroke or something, but it's just me. Man, you guys are so rude to me sometimes. Sitting over here trying to talk to you about all this industry news that I got. Fuck. Man, and to think I was almost not going to talk about Volkswagen, but now I guess I might.
No, we don't need that Twigger stuff here.
I don't have any Volkswagen news outside of they announced an electric crossover that comes out next year.
Oh, and those fucking godforsaken commercials with the stupid electric bus.
I like that commercial.
Look how we're so fucking like, oh my.
Did I see Cletus's
so
diesel land
so
yacht?
awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. Cletus's land yacht's sick. Is this a Haggard Garage podcast or some gay shit? I did say the word Volkswagen, and it is Pride Month, so I guess it is gay shit.
VW is so boomer, Bernie. I agree with you. And yes, Adam, the new VW bus.
2022, I believe. And the electric crossover that is supposed to come out next year, it's like the same platform the bus is going to be built on, which, by the way, has 300 all-wheel horsepower and a 300-mile range. So, just saying. I do think it's kind of ugly, though.
It's going to be slow as fuck.
Well, it's one of those, like, dumb coupe crossovers that I fucking hate.
Like the CC?
The CC? No, not like the
Volkswagen CC.
No. It's like the X6 or X4, whatever. Or the
those are so ugly.
Oh, hideous, right? I hate them, and that's what I don't remember what they're calling it. The ID something dumb that's not an actual name.
What about that big stupid Volkswagen car that I've also been seen the commercials of, where it's like, go ahead and look down on it. I dare you. I
don't know what commercial you're talking about, man. You're forgetting that us millennials don't watch television, so we don't watch commercials.
This is on like fucking Hulu. I've been seeing.
I don't know about that, man. Dude, trust me, Google's got me in that Volkswagen algorithm, and I'm not getting these commercials, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a big stupid. It's like.
Is it the Atlas? It's the Atlas. It's probably the Atlas.
Yeah, the Atlas.
The Atlas is sick.
It's like driving through New York, and like it's showing people in SUVs like looking at like
all right,
down.
But here's the deal, though. Most car commercials blow. Like, let's just get that out there. Most of them fucking suck.
I think. I liked.
They're bad. Most are bad.
Yeah, most are bad, and really, most in the U.S. are bad. I think probably the best car commercial in recent memory that I've seen is the Nissan commercial where the dad. It's singing "Cats in the Cradle," and the dad's a race car driver, and he's going to race, and like his son's growing up and stuff.
But that commercial sucks because "Cats in the Cradle," the dad doesn't come back. Like, it literally is against what the song is about.
No, he does. Yeah,
but he doesn't. He doesn't in the song. He does in the commercial. The commercial's garbage. Best commercial recently, It is a Volkswagen commercial. It's the GLI
God,
commercial.
it's gay then.
No, it's the GLI commercial because they're like, haha, it's a manual, anti-theft, you don't have to lock the car. Like, that was the fun joke at the
No,
end
that's stupid. That is like the R cars of fucking TV commercials. That was a
I thought it was
stupid
cheeky.
fucking
I thought it was
commercial.
cheeky.
Yeah, you would.
The
say,
best,
oh, they're so
the
clever.
best car commercials are the Zebra Corner Chevy commercial memes, and that's just a fact.
Oh yeah, the real
Fucking
real
Mac.
people, not actors.
Fucking Mac.
Oh wow, look at this. This could be like my cool mom car.
Dude, I should.
No,
I
it's
should.
a stupid fucking domestic piece of shit crossover.
I should message Mac. I saw a Suzuki Grand Vitara the other day. You know, just like he drives. But before we end this part, the of the Volkswagen crossover has sliding rear doors. So just think about that. Think about that, man.
Where do the doors go? Or is it like garage
back.
doors where
They
it
go
rolls
back.
up?
Dude, that would be sick, right? A car with garage doors. fuck Tesla's Falcon doors. I have roll-up doors.
So
I have
God.
roll-up doors on the side of my fucking
People
car.
are so stupid
Dude,
for falling
you
for
know
that
what's the
gimmicky
fucking
garbage?
You know what the best thing about the Falcon doors, and it's the same with every car where the door is part of the roof, is that when it rains and it snows, it gets in the fucking car.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even think the Falcon doors will work if there's enough snow. Like, they just don't
Yeah,
lift.
it'd be so heavy.
It's so heavy they won't go, and it was stupid on the GT40. I love that car, by the way, so don't act like I'm
No,
hating on
it wasn't stupid on the GT40.
It was
the GT40 was the GT40 is a fucking race car.
Well, then the GT, whatever, the mid 2000s one that they sold.
Okay, the GT.
Yeah.
Even then, it's still.
No, in that one, I understand why they did it, because it was supposed to be like the race car. Because isn't the point of the 40 in GT40 is that it was 40 inches tall?
And then even then, like, you're not that car. You were never supposed to have that as your only car that you drove.
No, totally. I totally understand that. It was just another example, really. But wasn't the 40 in GT40, that was supposed to be the height of the roof line, right? 40 inches off the ground.
Yeah, from the ground to the roof.
Dude, I should check our Mustang because our fucking roof line's mad low. Oof, rebranded.
Go ahead and let's get that counter reset, boys.
Reset it, bitches. Chevy commercial trash. Yeah, they're trash. Big Bill's Hell's Car TV commercials. Oh, you guys.
I also I like the Toyota 86 commercials when it was new.
I liked the Corollas racing at Monaco commercials. Really felt like I was feeling the Monaco, the Monaco way, What YL? Message retracted.
What YL?
It's gone. We'll never know what it meant.
Let me find these.
No, I know what 86 commercial you're talking about. That was a pretty good
Toyota
commercial.
World commercial 86.
It was I remember that one. That one was pretty good. I mean, most car commercials are trash because they're literally catered towards the common denominator, and we're not the common denominator, guys. We're sitting here talking about cars on a podcast. Like, we're not that common denominator. How much sex could a butt sex if a butt sex could sex butt?
Watch it after.
Are you in a jar again?
Oh, sorry.
Nah, it's fine. Your internet just kind of freaked out there. No, I know that one. That's a pretty decent commercial in my mind. They're just mostly shit. They're mostly garbage, man. They just are.
Yeah, because it's just convincing somebody that, people will think you're rich if you have this car. People will be real impressed with you.
Like, if you have bought a car because of a commercial, you might want to reevaluate your life.
It looks stupid. It's like the Trailblazer. Yeah, it's gay as fuck.
Oh, is it the...
And I hate the fucking commercial.
Is it the new Chevy Blazer thing that they're supposed to be making? But it's not
Blazer,
a Blazer?
Trailblazer.
No, but isn't it... It's not just Blazer? I don't remember what it is.
I don't know if it's Blazer or Trailblazer.
I thought it was just Blazer because they were bringing the name back. Right? Wasn't that the point? and people got pissy because it's supposed to be a full-size two-door SUV and it's not.
Yeah, it was like the competitor to the Bronco.
Yeah, and people are just like, oh, it's 4 doors. It can't be a Blazer.
It's another stupid fucking crossover.
It's like, do you know how?
Great job, fucking Chevy.
And it's really
We sure didn't have one of these.
the funniest thing about crossovers is like how now we're finally seeing all the like statistics of like how much like less safe it is for like other cars and pedestrians that crossovers exist. Cause like now they're just so popular, crossovers and SUVs.
It's just a stupid fucking arms race. That's all it is.
Dude, I mean, can you blame them though? It's what people are buying. Can you really blame them?
I guess not.
Like, I can't, like, yeah, I can be like a little upset, and personally, I wouldn't really buy a crossover in a lot of circumstances, but like, it's what people want. They want all-wheel drive that they don't need. They want height because they need to see over the other crossover that they now can't see over because every car is a crossover.
You don't need to see over shit, dude.
Well, they want to, and at the end of the day,
maintain the correct following distance, and like, what the fuck do you need to see?
No, I get that. I understand that, dude. You're preaching to the choir. Like, we get that. The general person doesn't know shit, dude. Like,
They're dumb.
What people
they think regular car reviews is real.
Like, when people can't fucking understand that you don't travel in the left lane, what makes you think they're going to understand that they don't need an all-wheel drive crossover when they literally only drive themselves 5 minutes to work? Like, people are just stupid. And, you know, the industry caters to the common denominator. It's just what it is. And I mean, honestly,
it needs to buy.
Honestly, though, like, I guess we can't complain too much because 10 years ago, we were convinced that cars were, as we knew it, were dead. V8s and horsepower was gone. It was never coming back. And we're literally in maybe the best era of performance vehicles ever, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious
easily.
about that. And this is all coming from right after cars were supposed to die and electrics are taking over and all that stuff. Like, you know, we can't complain too much, but it's just dumb. To me, it's dumb.
This is the
cost
fastest
more and they don't.
Cars have ever been.
Yeah, because they want extra safety. But like the thing is about the extra safety is that
it's not real.
The Kia Soul was rated the safest car in the market, and that's not a crossover.
Yeah, it's a car.
And the other thing about safety is that because crossovers are harder to stop and worse handling and just generally take up more road, they get into accidents more often. That's a statistical fact.
And because women drive them.
I wasn't going to go there, man.
I did.
You went there. I wasn't going to go there.
Women are dumb and they're stupid.
Hey, man. Not on Pride Month. Think about all the lesbians, man. Pride Month. Come on.
Oh, you're right.
Apologize to all of the lesbians. The other women, you can call them stupid. I don't care.
Okay, lesbians, I take it back. Real women are the stupid ones.
Yo, Brick, what's this you're sending me? Oh, God, it's hideous. This is apparently that Chevy fucking thing.
Yeah, they look stupid.
Is that supposed to look like a Camaro?
I think so.
That is awful. All these people buying these giant vehicles gonna regret because of the gas prices. Dude, the fucking... I think it was the... it might have been the Ram 1500 diesel or F-150 diesel. But they're getting like 45 miles per gallon out of them. Like, trucks...
Out of the Blazer?
Out of a full-size pickup truck.
What?
Yeah. Dude, I'll find it.
It's a Turbo 4? Or what is it?
I don't remember which one it was because I know now Chevy, Ram, and Ford all have a diesel engine for like that one, but they're literally like they're getting 40 miles per gallon
Is this real life or is this like they're testing it?
No, all right, this was a test. This isn't real life numbers. Like, yeah,
Okay,
I understand
okay.
real life numbers are lower, but I mean, people are getting like 27 in pickup trucks. Like the EcoBoost F-150 gets pretty fucking good fuel economy, and
Yeah, but
like,
it's an EcoBoost F-150 though.
like,
Well, is it the V6?
yeah, it's the V6, the
The V6
2.7.
EcoBoost actually isn't bad.
It was
That's
right. I was right.
that's a
Blazer.
stout
Fuck
motor.
you. It's Blazer. Fuck you. You fucking idiot.
Me? I told you I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. No, I'm just kidding.
I said I wasn't sure if it was Trailblazer or
I'm just
Blazer.
kidding. I hate that it has the dumb floating roofline in the back, which is the dumbest automotive trend that ever happened.
No, the dumbest automotive trend that ever happened was the fucking Audi
Volkswagen.
grill.
Oh,
I wish Audi
grill.
would have never made that fucking grill.
See, the thing is, though, is when Audi changed to that design, it was with the R8, and they changed all of their cars to that kind of grill and that thing, and it fucking worked. Because you saw a A4 or whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, that reminds me of that R8. And people went and bought them because they couldn't afford an R8. And
Yeah.
it worked, but that was also a decade ago.
Yeah, and it ruined cars.
Oh,
It
there's
ruined
there's a lot of brands that have taken that and gone ridiculous.
every single brand.
They all have.
Everybody.
No, you're right. That's why, but at the same time, we have these EVs coming out that have like nothing in the front because they really don't need it, but it looks weird. It looks like plastic surgery almost, you know?
There's something missing there.
Yeah, so it's like there's
Just give it-
obviously
just give
a
it-
balance.
Just give it a little grill.
I agree. No, I agree.
It looks weird with nothing.
I think yeah, no, you're right. I think Volkswagen's been pretty alright with it though. Although the new GLI's grill is like I don't love it. Ford Territory came with a Barra 6. This one is alright. Is that the CHR? They're like,
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
but at the same time, right? Like you could get a CHR, or you could get a Corolla with a manual. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the CHR is based on a Corolla.
and have a car that does everything better and
It does everything.
in all likelihood probably has more room, because people get crossovers because they think, oh, it's a big roomy SUV. They don't have shit for fucking room.
Doesn't the Honda Fit have more room than like things a class above it?
Yeah, the
Honda
Fit
Fit's
is enormous.
massive
The
inside.
Fit's enormous inside.
And it's a tiny car. Man, the Honda Fit really is the best car. You should all
Yeah,
just
the
go
Honda
buy
Fit's
one.
really good. It's a really good car.
Like,
it has the road noise in it leaves something to be desired, but if you can, it's really not that bad. Like,
I really hate to support a Honda as a Volkswagen boy, but like, man, the Honda Fit's awesome.
it is.
It just
really is.
It just flat out is. But like, I would never buy what's the fucking the HRV? That's the crossover based on the Fit. Like, why would you buy that? I guess
Because people are stupid.
But like the thing is though, is in a lot of these situations, it's the only way to get all-wheel drive, and I love all-wheel drive. Not that I need it. I daily a front-wheel drive car.
But if it's in a Honda, it's not true all-wheel drive. It's front-wheel drive
Nothing's true
until
all-wheel
it
drive.
takes slip, and then it'll power the back. Which is
honestly fine with that. I understand it's not true all-wheel drive. I get that. I personally don't care that much, but you can have that opinion. No, I mean I just don't get it. Like I don't feel like what you gain out of it versus how much more expensive it is like minuscule.
All they're doing is tricking the consumer. They take their little hatchback car, put a little lift on it, and tell them it's an SUV, and then they want it.
Oh, the Toyota car with an intelligent manual shift. Yeah, wasn't that like, what was the fucking name of that concept they had? It was supposed to be like below a GT86, and it was like not gonna have a manual, but it was gonna have like an automated manual with an H pattern, but you didn't have a clutch. It was like the dumbest, like,
What?
yeah, I don't remember what it was called. They announced, or I don't know if it was a concept or anything. I fit in Honda Fit, and I'm an absolute unit. Isn't GTR rear wheel all-wheel drive bias?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
If I had, I would say yes. I guess.
I think most road going cars usually
Is that
are
a Murano? What the fuck is that?
I don't honestly. I think it's a Murano.
Or a Rogue is a smaller one, right?
Or is it a Rogue? Fuck. Why would you buy a new Nissan ever? Like honestly here, why would you? They are all garbage, every single one. Like, I guess if you have Adam LZ money, go buy a GTR. I don't give a shit. But like, why would you buy a Nissan? GTR rear wheel all-wheel drive bias. I think most road cars are usually like somewhere in that 50-50 range.
No, if I would say most, I would say most are front wheel drive bias.
What?
Subaru are more 50-50.
Oh, sorry. Most sport ones, I will say.
Yeah, most sport ones.
Let me correct myself there. I mean, I think usually they just aim for 50-50 and whatever's most efficient they go to. It's more of a question of how much can the center diff send to the rear. That's kind of the difference between these things, and that's like why Subaru true all-wheel drive is, or whatever the fuck they call it, like that's real all-wheel drive and good. Like the Ford Focus RS could send like 70% of the power to the rear. That doesn't mean it was like a rear bias. It just means it can do that. You know what I mean?
Nissan Kicks? That's Roberto.
Oh, the fucking Kicks? Oh, I remember. I saw a commercial for that, and I'm like, I saw a commercial once. I'm like, I don't know what that car is.
Is that real life?
Saw this.
I've
hold
never
on.
heard of that.
I'll tell the story. Saw the same commercial 3, 4, 5 months later, and I went, I've never seen a Nissan Kicks in my life. And it's been like a 4-month period between the 2 times I saw the commercial. And I finally have seen one in my entire life.
I have not heard of that car in my life.
Have you seen a Chevy Trax? Like even
that's what I was gonna say too.
I saw one yesterday and I was amazed.
Somebody was talking about a Chevy Trax. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I saw one yesterday.
Trax?
I saw one yesterday. I was fucking amazed. They made by the French. I don't care. Why would you buy a Nissan? It doesn't matter if it's made by the French. No new Nissan is worth it.
Is this taking the Rogue's place, or is this smaller than the Rogue?
I think it's smaller because everyone's making they're removing their small cars with small crossovers.
Yeah, it's like this is the ultra compact, and they put a lift on.
Ford straight up did it. You know, we're supposed to be getting a Focus-based crossover, or we already have it. I don't even fucking know, honestly.
I think it's called the. What the fuck is it called?
And then I think in Europe they now have like a Fiesta-based thing, like whatever.
Jesus.
Called a Puma? Is that it? Is that a different thing? I don't know. But like, yeah, they're just all going to crossovers. I mean, it's literally gotten to the point where we now have crossover coupes because people who didn't want a car but wanted a lifted
They wanted an
car,
SUV,
but wanted a sporty one.
They wanted a car SUV. It's like, so give me the lift. I want the lift. Take away the hatch.
It's sort of
what the fuck?
It's sort of like the 4-door coupe craze. It's like, yeah, you know, it's
oh god, I hate that.
The BMW 4 Series. It's a 4-door, or not the 4 Series in general. The 4 Series, whatever they called it, Grand Coupe or whatever. Oh, it's a 4-door version of a 2-door version of a 4-door car. Like, you literally start in one place and end in the same place, and that's what I think a lot of these crossovers are. We've gotten to the point where they're like, oh yeah, now people want sporty crossovers. Chevy says they're gonna make like a Trax like hot hatch. Like this, we're replacing hot hatches with crossovers.
Yeah, because Ford did the Edge.
Dude, you cut out there, man.
Ford did it with the Edge.
Yeah, dude, the new Explorer RS or Escape RS or whatever that they have, it does like 0 to 60 in like 5.2 seconds or something. It's insane.
I saw one driving back from work.
AMC Eagle's cool. I mean, that's the first crossover, but the AMC Eagle also had a 4-door version. It also had a wagon version, and it also had like a switchable 4-wheel drive. It was 4-wheel drive. It wasn't all-wheel drive. It literally was 4-wheel drive. You could put it into rear-wheel drive.
Was for something.
Yeah, you could put it into rear-wheel drive. And like it has a switch. Those are cool. Those are really fucking cool. What we have today, I mean, it's just like, and it's what all the automakers are doing is they're just throwing features and specs at a car because for some reason that's what the consumers want. They want it to have everything. So
infotainment is the stupidest shit.
But it's like that's why
I wish they would stop putting R&D into infotainment and just make a screen that mirrors your fucking phone.
I agree. I think that should have been done not decades ago, a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't
because
really know.
It's like, guys, you don't have to put any effort into the freaking stupid screen that to make it do all this dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because your phone does everything better.
Brick, you think I'm a fucking liar about it having two-wheel drive? I knew it had two-wheel drive. Come on, man. Yeah, but like ultimately I think crossovers are sort of that like perfect storm for automakers and the idiots who are buying them. It's that they can throw more things on a spec sheet. Oh, it has all-wheel drive. Oh, it has this lifted, rugged off-road suspension for when it snows. Oh, it has all this cladding and dumb shit that doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it has crazy infotainment. And, really the big reason they do it is because they get higher profit margins on them.
Yeah, because it's like all we did was throw some struts on this thing. We put some tall struts, and like we're charging these people like $10,000 more.
Yeah, like Ford, who basically towards the end of the cycle couldn't really sell Fiestas and Focuses, and they made like $5,000 on them. Like I don't know, like they didn't make a lot of money on them because they were cheaper cars, but they can't not sell F-150s, and they probably make 20 plus grand on each of them.
Yeah,
the
profit
that's like
margins
base.
for trucks are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because trucks haven't really fucking changed.
Yeah, and that's
ever.
And that's really kind of why that's being pushed that way. Nah, I knew the Eagle had it. Eagle's cool. I would own one. I'd honestly would buy an AMC Eagle. Totally would buy an AMC Eagle.
I think they're cool too.
I think they're sick. I'd get the wagon because I'm a wagon slut, but the coupe's cool, the sedan's cool. They're all cool. I mean, I'd also buy like a Volkswagen Quantum, but that's because that's like the same dumb thing. 130 a liter. I don't know what that means in like freedom.
Well, like roughly 3 liters is a gallon.
Is it?
Roughly.
Oh boy. Gas prices are as high as Orion here in Norway. Gas prices are like pretty alright right now.
What was up with Orion's like gay car he bought? Like I only saw the thumbnail, I didn't watch it.
All right, so we have like
stupid.
We have like 8 minutes until our normally scheduled hour and a half. So let's just talk about Orion, I guess. So yeah, he's drifting next season, right?
Next year, yeah.
And he has an LS E36, right, that he bought from somebody.
The one we all knew about.
That we all knew about.
Yeah.
And this is totally different than the last time he bought a drift car and told us he was going to drift in the next season.
Yeah.
It's completely
because
different.
He needed to get the tips and tricks down.
Yep, he needs tips and tricks. That was my favorite part of that post, by the way, because it was like the dumbest fucking thing to type. But yeah, this time, totally different. It's not the same. Yeah. I really don't have a comment on it because I still don't think he's going to do it.
No, I don't think so either. And if he does, he's still going to get his shit pushed in.
If he does, he'll do one event.
If Adam LZ fucking couldn't step up to the plate, Orion's not going to do shit.
Oh, and Adam LZ has way more money, way more support, way more seat time. I mean, fuck. You saw, like, he was posting pictures and shit of him and literally his crew that were there. They all had matching T-shirts. Like, it was, I'm sure most of it was just him and his buddies. But it's like, literally, he had, like, a good group of guys that were ready to be there and do the weekend and be serious about it. And there's no way in fucking hell Orion is ever doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the thing is about motorsports is like motorsports are dumb expensive, and they take a dumb amount of time and a dumb amount of effort, and you need a support system. You need people around you that actually kind of like you. I mean, especially amongst like the other people you're competing with, or things like that. When you're racing, if you like have your engine blow up, like you should probably be in a scenario where not only do you have enough hands to swap it in a couple of hours and get back out there, but you're in a position where you can get people you don't even know to come over and help you because they're like, they know you and you're nice and not a shit bag, I just don't see Orion doing it. I don't. Like, maybe he'll make it to one event, but that one event is going to cost him literally thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
He's going to see that. He's going to go back into his miser hole and never come out. It literally thousands of dollars. I mean, I pay dumb amounts for my dumb racing, and, that's like the cheap way to do it. I remember 2-3 years ago, Orion was way better than LZ.
I don't agree with that. I don't think
Orion's bad at drifting.
Way better.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's bad at drifting. He's certainly better than I am at drifting, but he's not anywhere near what I've watched in Pro 2.
Yeah.
He just isn't. And quite frankly, a lot of those Pro 2 guys were like pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And then even Pro 1
really good.
In Pro 1, those guys are like even another
Next
crazy level better.
Yeah.
And I just don't know about Orion. I don't know enough about that car and how it's set up and what his support system will be, but I suspect it's not going to be good.
But what was that stupid car he got?
Didn't he buy like a rolled over? Was this the rolled over BMW?
No. I'm talking about the car, like the one he just
the Chow car? I don't fucking know. It's illegal.
Yeah, that illegal car. It's like
I have no idea.
Looking.
I have no clue what it is. I couldn't tell.
Whatever.
That was Orion. That was a fun talk about Orion. Did you have fun talking about Orion? And
no, I mean not really. Like Z-Spec says, Orion, he's irrelevant now. Like,
he is. I mean, what can we say? Like, he's done nothing, and apparently hasn't changed. Not really. No, he doesn't really still make videos. I just suspect that with how miserly he is and how bad he is at keeping people around him, if I'm fully honest, I mean, out of years, literally years of us fucking idiots following him in his life, who is still around? It's fucking Chow. Who at the start was nobody. He was like a random side character, And
there was actually a rumor, I don't know how accurate it was, but some guy like went on the daily discussion thread Discord and like was saying shit and said that Chow's going back home, blah 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 blah, to go to college or some shit. And he actually said, "Oh, Orion is doing Pro 2 and next year," and that happened. So it was like, well, who the fuck are you? And I don't think the guy ever posted again.
Orion burns more bridges than Tommy. Yeah. No, and that's like my point. Like, I feel like Rudnick could pick a random drift event halfway across the country, decide he's going to it, and while he's, because he's a psycho and drives there nonstop, while he's driving there nonstop, post online and say, hey, I need a crew for this, blah, blah, blah. And he would find somebody, and he would find somebody good. Orion can't do that.
No.
He can't.
Yeah, he's made the wrong kind of name for himself.
And that's really the biggest reason why I don't think, even if he does compete in Pro 2, why he won't be successful in it is because I don't think he has the support.
No.
I just don't think he does. And I don't think he'll get it. I mean, I really don't think he has the money either at this point. But what the fuck do I know?
Yeah, because he had to sell his truck.
That he flexed on for like fucking 4 months long.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a platinum dually? They
And
indicted
you remember his Patreon? Like the levels were like platinum.
Yeah, the
Fucking
levels were
Super Duty.
garbage.
Yeah.
Dude, doesn't Damian have a Patreon now that has literally
Yeah.
like
Actually, let me look.
literally has like no incentives at all?
Because I know a bunch of like a few people had left. Let me see.
Dude, even Carr landed on his feet. Carr's going to Hoonigan next month. Like, he's going to the Burn Yard. And guess what? He's not bringing Dylan, so it'll actually end up on a YouTube video. Platinum camo. Dude, Pants Truck. I missed Pants Truck. I saw a Pants Truck, though, so that was good. Yeah. Ryan was good to make a good channel and make a lot of money, but he was even better to ruin it. I mean, I think the thing here is that Orion, I don't think really like made the channel and everything. I really think that a lot of it was just the people he recorded. And at some point he just reached that critical mass where he could meme it through for some reason. 35 people are giving him money.
Yeah, 35 people.
Oh, $10 a month and you get ultimate flex. That's what he gives you.
You're my homie. That's it.
God, like, unbelievable. Like, it's just I can't believe he's getting $200 a month from Patreon. Literally none of the tiers do anything. So to that, I think I'll probably open up a Fresh Oil Patreon, and if you want to throw your money away at us, you can.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. All right, man. I'm like out of shit to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I got to pack. I'm going. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, you leaving tomorrow, heading back home?
Yeah.
How long were you out in DC for?
For a couple weeks.
Oh, really? Dude, your job sends you out for long times. That sucks.
I got to come back. I got to come back middle of July, and I'm going to be here for like a month.
Dude, fuck that. Fresh Oil Project Car Progress. Trash. It doesn't. My Jetta doesn't crank anymore. I don't know why. I think the ignition switch is dead. How's the Stang? The Stang actually got fixed today, which is great.
The Land Cruiser.
No, I don't.
Is coming along. I ordered I ordered like a fucking Roto Pax gas can.
Ooh. Ooh, baby.
I'm going on that. I'm going on the rally, so I need that shit. I need fucking fuel or whatever.
Dude, you gotta have it, man. No, that's sick. I really 34K. No, I really like that Land Cruiser a lot. I think that's probably your best vehicle, honestly. I like it. I like Land Cruisers though. Kind of slut for them.
My fucking the Celsior.
I mean, that's just a daily though, right? All right, now, you keep cutting out, man. Your internet's just going nuts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, man. I think this is a sign that we should end things.
Okay.
You're so quiet. It sounds like you're in a jar. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Neck is apologizing, everyone. So be sure to spam him on all social media about how big of a shithead he is for having bad hotel internet. And again, everyone, thank you. Thank you all for coming. This was fun. We had some good conversation. I liked our industry talk. I would love to continue that. And we also shat on Damian for a bit, which is always great. So, Neck, it was a pleasure to have you here. I don't know if you have any last send-off words for the people.
No, good to be back. Glad we got one done.
All right, well, everyone, French fry, I will take a look at that. I'm looking at it. I'm not putting it on the fucking thing. I'm not putting it on the podcast. I don't give a shit. $10,500. Yeah, that's not ending up on the podcast. But again, everyone, thank you very much. This was a blast. We'll see you all in like 2-ish weeks or something.
See you guys later.
See you guys.